33 years ago today, a small plane went down in harsh weather, killing 6 people, including then Alberta NDP leader Grant Notley, father of Premier Rachel Notley, and a young woman from a remote First Nation. Her death left 14 children without their mother, a devastating loss, but one that galvanized her children to stick together and live meaningful lives. Roberta Bell shares their story.
This one is Kelly, Wilma, Garrett.
Well, we still have our memories of her.
Yeah.
For years, the Noskiye siblings haven't been able to talk about their mother. Every time one of them tried, another one would break down.
It's hard, very hard still to this day.
And so the 14 children Elaine Noskiye left behind have been suffering in silence for 33 years, unable to deal with their traumatic loss until now.
We're finally getting together now just for that, to heal, to start healing and start talking about, because the smaller ones don't know what our mother was like.
Elaine had just given birth to her last baby. Premature, he had to stay in the hospital in Edmonton. The 39-year-old mother wrote her 13 other children a letter before she boarded Wapiti Flight 402 to High Prairie so that she could get home to Whitefish Lake First Nation.
Till I get home, love, shine, Mom.
She never made it.
A tragic event in northern Alberta last night. 6 people were killed in a plane crash near High Prairie.
The plane crashed into a forest about 30 kilometers from its destination. 6 of the 10 people on board were found dead in the wreckage, including Elaine.
I cried for a while, screaming into the dark. And it seems like after that, things were a little bit blurry for a while.
It was a high-profile tragedy. Also killed was NDP leader Grant Notley, a popular provincial politician and the father of current Premier Rachel Notley. Her father's death is something that we rarely hear the Premier talk about. But last year around this time, one of the Noskiye siblings reached out to the Premier by email, letting her know that they too lost a parent who was supposed to be coming home on that plane. The Premier's response: "I am sorry that you too know the pain of losing a parent. There are no words to adequately describe the experience." But the Premier has upheld her father's legacy, following in his footsteps and leading the party that he helped build to form government. With much less pomp and circumstance, the Noskiyes have, without exception, achieved their mother's dream as well. They've stuck together, all 14 of them.
We have a bond that a lot of people I don't think understand. But, you know, that's what my mom brought to us when she was here, but even more so when she left.
They all go to school and have education as they grow up. I'm proud of them so much. She would say the same thing too. She would be proud of them.
Just because they weren't talking about their mother doesn't mean they weren't carrying out her work. The older ones stepped up to help their father take care of the younger ones, channeling their mother's hard work, resourcefulness, and caring. Now Lillian is an addictions worker. So is Debbie. Crystal is an educational assistant. Roger is an artist. And Gareth works in hospitality. Colleen became a teacher. As they raise families of their own, they want their children to know about their grandmother. They want them to understand that so many of the wonderful things in their lives are thanks to her. That even though she's gone, she's not forgotten. Roberta Bell, CBC News, Edmonton.